Hello, world. Hi, how are you? I am doing well. This is Heather Alexandra for Kotaku.com. And yes, this is Heather for Kotaku.com, a video game website about video games. We are playing The Quiet Man. I am joined in the booth by
Paul Tamayo.
Paul Tamayo.
The quiet man.
Quietest man.
I am so quiet.
My quiet little baby bud.
It's your boy. It's the quiet boy.
So I wanted to show everybody like the setup to this thing too.
Yeah.
So this is a game by Human Head Studios. It is published by Square-Enix. That will be super surprising once you see what this game's deal is. So, is this going?
Oh,
it's not the stick, it's the thumb thing. I always, when I'm streaming, I put up brightness just a tad.
Yeah.
Because people's monitors are pretty random.
Yeah, they're not calibrated all the same.
All right, so subtitles will only appear when spoken dialogue is intended to be heard or understood. For narrative purposes, no subtitles will be displayed for most scenes regardless of the setting. Language will be auto-detected based on your computer system language settings.
Damn.
Sure.
All up in my business.
Please select your difficulty level. We recommend mild for players who would prefer to focus on the story and hard for experienced action gamers looking for a challenge. I have no clue what hard mode would be like in this game, because you will eventually see that it turns out the combat's weird. Paul is checking something very quickly.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
We're good?
Chat's quiet, so I thought we were like not being heard.
No, we're good.
Sweet.
Somebody says they watched a 25 mini rant from Jim Sterling on this game. I bet you've watched many 25-minute rants from Jim Sterling on many things. That's not a knock on Jim. It's just like, I don't know, ranting about this game, like, it feels like beating up the small kid on the...
Oh, I was that small kid.
On the friggin' yard, right? It just feels like a thing.
What up, Dice Game? Also...
Dice Game. Oh, also somebody being a poop head in the chat.
You know what? We're going to keep streaming.
Boop.
Oh, you deleted him.
I can fucking...
Yeah, he's the quiet person
ace
now.
you. That guy's quiet now.
They're quiet now.
All right, so The Quiet Man. It is...
Whoa, look at this.
It is basically a split between an FMV game.
Hey, look, it's where we are right now.
It is New York. So it's basically an FMV game and
that's wild.
Not. In a lot of ways, the quality of some of these cutscenes and FMV things that you'll see remind me of like Phantasmagoria 2, A Puzzle of Flesh, and other things.
The Quiet Man.
You'll have to deal with our voices a lot because this game is a shockingly quiet game. But there is like sound here. I don't know. They're not consistent with it entirely. The main character is deaf.
Oh, interesting.
But the way that they kind of express that is kind of strange sometimes. This off-brand Leo DiCaprio looking fellow. Look at that. Look at those streets. He is... Man, if there was a cop there, he's jaywalking like it's his job.
Jeez.
I get it. You're the protagonist, but,
Just do whatever you want to do.
Somebody says The Quiet Man is a surprisingly quiet game. Kotaku.
Kotaku.com
says, given the amount that people dunk on us for apparently saying stupid shit, might as well pass that quote around and everybody will believe it.
Well, get ready for some stupid shit this stream.
Kotaku said that? Yeah, that rocks.
He's going to say something.
This guy talks. Every now and then people talk.
He's getting a dirty water hot dog?
And, yeah, but it's already pre-wrapped.
Whoa, what the hell?
I've never seen that on a street corner. Where a dude just reaches into a bin and gives me, The savages are out tonight, kid. Be careful. So he says the savages are out tonight,
what the hell?
kid. And I don't know why we get to understand him. But also, this game's definition of what ends up being the savages is, so it's a little, I mean, I don't want to say racist, but it was a little unfortunate. A little problematic because he's literally just going to walk, you'll see in a second. It's the most like cartoony, weird, dumb shit. I think this is what he means by when he's talking about the savages.
Oh, what the hell?
And if it is, I don't know how that got past the writing room. Because it's literally the biggest caricature, like, gang people.
Are they speaking Spanish?
Yeah. I've never seen a gang person like this. They look like they're in a weird community production.
Yeah, this is like some Rumble in the Bronx type shit.
Yeah,
right here.
or like a weird knockoff like version of West Side Story where somebody was like, we're gonna like modernize it, y'all.
yeah.
And you're like, this is, I don't know. So I don't like this whole opening is just like weird. They're like, what do we do? Well, we get like, how much leather can he get? All of it? And more chains. The biggest chains.
Damn. All them stereotypes.
Yeah, it's fucking fucked up. I don't know what the hell this game is doing this for.
Stupid or very stupid? Muévate.
This is just going to be a log to add to the fire of I don't know how this game got made.
Yo, what the fuck am I watching right now?
Well, wait, he's the quiet man.
Oh, he's quiet.
And then I push him. Then he hits him. Like, I don't know.
Huh.
And then... Oh, God. Like, what are those costumes?
Yo, this is,
It's weird. But then, of course, Paul, we get...
Oh, shit.
Now we're in...
Oh, shit.
Now we're in Reboot.
I can't lie. That was kind of cool.
A little bit, but then you're going to see what the graphics look like, and you're going to be like, what is this? And then it turns into a brawler where there's, like, no sound.
Oh, what?
So, yes. Between the weird racist shit at the start...
Yeah.
And now this, and how the rest of the story proceeds, I don't know why he's moving slow there.
Yeah. Are you like superhuman? You
I
can just
don't
move through time?
understand. It's weird.
You're just beating up the savages?
And then it goes back to and also, yeah, can we establish that the guy said savages at the start?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
I'm already a little pissed off.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden I'm here, and now I'm going to fight more dudes. But I just cut to this location. There's no...
What?
Like, you can't just cut and be in another place. That's not how that works. Like, you can do that in film, but not in this context. Now I'm just here. There's no sound. There's just these robotic people.
Huh.
And now it's going to cut to combat. And if I stay put, like, watch, they're just going to, like, chill for a bit.
Wait their turn.
Oh, now he's going to get close. And then I'm pretty sure I can just punch this guy perpetually.
You just walk into someone's apartment and start beating them all up.
And some of these models, I think, like, both of these guys are the same dude.
They're definitely twins.
And you can probably just hear my button pressing. Like, look, at some point, it needs to let me hit this.
Yeah.
And it's not stopping. Like, it ain't stopping at all. It's just not going. I'm still punching him. This is just our stream.
What?
And the guy behind me is, like, waiting. Like, he's very
like,
polite
all right,
about it.
Let me let my man's here figure this out.
so,
He's got a
like,
shot.
There's so much weird shit
This is
going
This is
on.
real weird.
I don't know. Like, somebody must have pitched it as this wild thing. Like, look at
What the
that.
fuck?
And then he's in here, and now
What
it's
is
gonna
this?
and now it's gonna cut. It's gonna cut like
Oh,
to this.
what the
dude? I don't know, man.
Yo, what are we doing? So you played
I've played.
you
through
played a
this
large
game.
chunk of this?
I finished it. The
You
other
finished
night.
it.
When I first wrote my piece on it, I was kind of mostly just writing about how, like, I've played this thing and I don't understand what it is, and I'm kind of taken aback by it. But now that I've played it, I can sit here and just go, like, what? Like, this first opening impression is wild. It's wild between all, like, the fucked up shit that's going on, and then, like,
What?
now we're gonna get a flashback.
Okay.
Presume, like,
That's
oh
your
no,
boy.
he's like, that's the kid because he's got the swept hair.
It's the quiet kid.
And then, oh, he's mad. Oh, he's mad. Then there's like this dude
Another brown dude?
who's just like, and now clearly he's some sort of, I don't know how this is made, Paul.
Okay. All right.
No, go off. It's fine.
So that's the dude that killed someone he loved. There's a framed photo of him on the wall or painting.
Watch, like, look at these dudes.
Look at these dudes just like.
This is my favorite thing. Oh, he punched me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, they actually did it. Oh. Because most of the time they don't. Oh, my God.
The fuck?
Is this the one? Like, eventually they're going to start overlaying FMV stuff. Yep.
Oh, what?
While I do. So, like, that's kind of neat.
That is
in a better game, all this lighting stuff and this overlay stuff would be good and maybe interesting presentationally. And then it has it has everything else going on.
Oh, they got Tim's on though. That's kind of accurate.
I think I just lost.
What the?
I've never had that happen.
Yo? This is bugged out. Oh, is that Mom?
I got knocked down.
Yeah, if they got snapbacks, they're up to no good.
Video game shorthand.
They're just hoodlums.
For baddies. Oh, I guess that's what happens when you...
Is this game's like tagline like build the wall?
No, I think its tagline is just nothing. That was the joke there.
It's just
the game's tagline is
That's good. I like that.
I'm an asshole. No, I don't.
Trademark.
I know a lot of people are like coming at this thing, and I think some people are actually going to be like, hey, actually the game is good because it's weird and doing stuff. But I think sometimes we can just say a game's bad, and this is bad for like a lot of reasons.
Do you mean no game sound or can you?
No, they don't understand the fact that this game has no sound.
Oh yeah. This game has no sound.
We are 100% audible.
It's weird because like then sometimes the gameplay will cut back to 24 frames, which
right.
is like
Also, these dudes are just gonna again.
What the cinematics were filmed.
I made a GIF of this, and it's the funniest thing to me. But then they finally attack. So between the kind of crummy FMVs, the racist shit at the start, this weird gameplay, and then a gimmick, like I think they're trying to do this thing where he's like, I don't know how, like.
Fuck, this feels like a PS2 ass game.
Yeah. I made comparisons to the bouncer, but it's also like
the
bouncer's good.
dope.
So watch this. Watch this.
Is he gonna? Oh my God.
You know he does.
Did they just like watch season 1 of Daredevil and they were like, "Yo, I got an idea."
I don't know. And it's also like,
okay.
I don't know what it's gonna.
We're going
what
to
it wants
Queens now.
Like I don't know what it wants to do with. Well, I think. Well, now I kind of do, right? But it's also just.
Oh yeah, that Jet Li game. I remember that game.
Yeah, but it's also you can't just be like you make decisions like this like no sound for hopefully for a motivated reason, and nothing about this feels motivated. Okay, so sit down for a bit and go grab a drink or like relax, because we're just gonna be here for like 10 minutes.
This is the next 10 minutes.
This is like the next 10 minutes of this game.
You know, like there's an interesting concept here. Like I'll give them that.
Right. So guys, I was telling you earlier, there's a version like there's some like in a boardroom somewhere. Somebody made a good pitch.
Yeah, that pitch was fire.
Which was like, we're gonna make this game with no sound. We're gonna go between FMV and this.
Yeah.
And it's gonna do all this shit, and then they just couldn't deliver on it.
Because
right?
there's a way to. There's literally a way to tell a visual story with no sound. I mean, people they'd been doing it for like decades prior to sound being introduced to film.
Right.
So there's a really cool way to tell a narrative visually that could have been pretty interesting to watch. But so far from what I'm seeing is like this really vague.
I like this guy who just kind of does his little coat thing. He's like, "Hey, buddy."
Yeah, but so far everything just seems like. It just seems like a video game ass story, like level 1.
And I don't know. It's like, I get the idea of maybe wanting to make a game where your story is told via like implication or like context clues that you have to pay attention to, right? But also, I don't know. And I think like I said before, I think some people are going to embrace this in that really ironic way. And I think sometimes we don't have to ironically like things. And I don't want to tell people they're wrong for liking things.
Of course.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
what I'm trying to say at all. If you like this game, like, power to you.
More power to you.
But also, like, I love weird things. I love weird things. I love broken things. I love glitches. I love all that. But also, I play this and I see this and I go, like, actually, this is just, like, not good to me, right?
Yeah.
It's wild. And then we're just gonna have this scene.
I got to retweet this because I'm having a real weird existential
Right?
moment right now.
Like, so we're just in a booth. I had some lemonade. Paul has some water. You know, wanted to treat myself. And now we're just gonna get a scene with his bud, who, to be fair, like, so this, like, to be fair, like, this guy, like, I don't get to hear his dialogue, but in some ways, this actor, I think, was one of the few times I watched and I was like, oh, he's putting on a bit more of a show than just the guy with the other scene before who was like, "Bleh."
Yeah.
Like, there's clearly, like, I get the sense, like, they're good at communicating that there's a relationship here, but it's also very broad in that mimey type way.
No, so Dice Game in the chat says the cinematography is bad in these IRL sections, though this feels like a student film with a big budget. So I kind of disagree. I think the cinematography is pretty decent. I think like the way things are staged and blocked, I think are pretty
They're doing
easy
like
to watch
they're
and nicely lit.
respecting rules,
But, yeah.
and they're like making, like, they opened
But-
that thing with the Coke and they pushed in and
Yeah.
like made that cut. Like, it's fine.
But I do agree though that it kind of feels like a first year film student's like first screenplay, you know, like it's very like trying to be edgy and like dark, but it doesn't really, like, I don't know, in my opinion so far, from like having played this for all of 10-20 minutes, like I feel like it hasn't earned that stuff yet. And
No.
because it's like this pretty ass dude just beating up a bunch of brown people, and I'm like, oh, am I supposed
No,
to
right?
like this? What the fuck? What's going on with this?
You know,
shit?
and I was being coy about it at the start, but it's just like, I just don't fucking know, right? Like, that's how my reaction is, just like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, this is like someone said. Robo Dexter in the chat says, to be honest, this feels like Quantum Break by the way of undergrad thesis.
A little bit, right?
Totally.
But Quantum Break, at least Quantum Break has Aidan Gillian or whatever
Yeah.
who plays Littlefinger, or
Yeah.
Merrick Garcetti in The Wire.
And Iceman, whatever that guy's name is.
Iceman, you want to take over Winterfell? It's no good for you, Sansa Shock. I used to write Game of Thrones recaps when I was a freelancer because that was where the money was.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I used to make fun of Littlefinger by making him always be like, oh yeah, Sansa Shock.
I'm rewatching The Wire, and his American accent's pretty rough.
Yeah.
He's like, he does like the 20s thing. Like, I'm a 20s gangster.
At the end of the day,
Yeah, at the end of the day.
still mayor
I gotta get
in
these votes.
Baltimore. But like some of the people, like Idris Elba gets the Baltimore accent,
Oh, yeah.
right? And then I'll even give it a little bit to Dominic. What's his name? I'll give it a little bit to McNulty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, his is pretty good.
Like, he pours it on thick, but you know, I can deal with
I
that
could
too.
deal with it.
It's not very Baltimore, but it still is very much like broad American.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Word. Yeah, man. I'm
Yep.
right off the bat, I'm like, I don't know if I fucking like this game.
It's weird.
It's like what 90s action movies were all about, where it's like, or even like you go back to like the 70s.
Yeah.
With shit
I
like
don't know.
what's that movie they also remade recently with Bruce Willis, where he just goes around killing people because he's like,
Oh, Moobot still thinks we're playing Metal Gear. The chat bot.
just ignore Moobot.
You're talking about the remake of
Death Wish.
Death Wish.
Yeah, it's
Charles
like
Bronson.
It's like some Charles Bronson.
That was
shit.
weird shit too, though, because that trailer is just. I didn't see the movie because, like, why would I want to?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that
yeah.
trailer was also just like Bruce Willis just beating up like black people.
Oh, was it?
It was like really racist.
Yeah.
Like, that movie also has like those components. Like, all these weird power fantasy things always like devolve into those components.
And it's like the whole like alleyway sequence thing, and like, you know, him going in through these like abandoned apartments or whatever, where people were just like hanging out. And he
Yeah,
just
like these
beats the shit
weird
out of
row
them.
house shack
Like, that's some
spaces.
fucking like 90s, 80s era shit.
Right.
It's like, it feels so out of place.
That feels like the type of stuff that H.W. Bush would be trying to sell on me.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that they're trying with the cutscene here of like going. If you listen very carefully, they do make a little bit of noise when people talk.
That's wild that you can't hear any of this shit. I guess you have to like really try to read lips.
And sometimes they sign, not very often. Like, I'm gobsmacked by this thing, by this strange, unfortunate thing.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear what chat, if there's any excitement from anyone in chat about this game.
No,
like,
because I don't think people knew what it was, right? Because
Yeah.
the trailers were just like not helpful at all. Somebody says that they thought McNutty had the worst American accent in The Wire. Yeah, but that's
McNutty.
part of the fun.
Come on, McNulty.
Like, he really pours it on.
God damn it, McNulty.
And then he plays, "Kid, you're not worth the skin off my knuckles."
That's my Lieutenant Daniels impression. God damn it, McNulty.
This here is some bullshit.
Yo, The Wire fucking rules. Let's
Every-
just watch The Wire,
every
man.
time,
Let's just turn
every
this
time
off.
he gets to say that,
Let's just stream The Wire, yo.
every time he gets to say that, just, "This here is some bullshit."
Bullshit. He's also in Destiny 2 for people who
Yeah, it's Lance Reddick.
it's Lance Reddick.
He plays Zavala.
Mm.
But yes, we just basically watched 10 minutes or so of this. We kind of talked over it.
See, like I still can't let go that like
No, it's all fucked up.
in some alternate universe, this could have been dope. Like this could have been a really cool idea, right? Like a really cool concept.
It's gonna start to pour on more and more things here. Like, you saw that thing where they were like this letter now with this raven thing. It's like keeps on trying to add more and more stuff, more and more layers,
Right.
right? But it's like, I don't know how to write about this thing. And when I just wrote about the experience of play because I was just like, man, because I couldn't finish. I was very, very tired that day and I could not finish pushing myself through this thing.
Right.
And I was just like, I don't know what this thing wants to be or what it wants to do in certain ways. Because now I'm doing sort of like adventure game searchy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something wild for the record about the way that this character moves.
The hell?
Eric Van Allen says, patch in the Team 4 star dub. I imagine that there's going to be Let's Players who just do a bunch of stuff. So watch how he moves when he hits a thing.
Oh, whoa.
Like, he stops. And if I want to, I can just play with that. Of just,
Oh, that's weird. What the? Yeah, that's scary.
right? Like, but it happens when he bumps into anything.
They did it over there by the garbage pail. Yeah. What the hell?
Or like, he hits this table.
Yeah, this dude's clearly a robot, like Timber said. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Like Dark One says in chat. This is weird.
Like, it's all very, very, very strange. Because I don't quite understand how it works.
That's interesting. Lion in the chat says it's kind of cool that this game provided extra content for deaf people or people who can read lips.
But I also don't like. So somebody was telling me about this in the comments too, about how they knew someone. They had like a university professor who was good at lip reading, but they still had like, I think like assistants in class and stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also that just makes these things like kind of inconsistent in a way that I find strange. Like, why do I understand that guy at the beginning? Why is it so important that I understand that guy at the beginning?
That's true.
Why do I not understand the guy in that larger scene?
Yeah, what the hell?
Like, the inconsistencies of what's going on here make it harder to take. I mean, like, not like I was ever going to take this too seriously anyway. But, like, you know, right? The inconsistencies make it so much weirder.
Oh, this is interesting. So, Deaf Gamers TV in the chat is saying that
Deaf people don't really communicate like that.
Right, where the talker is turning their head away. And it's like people in chat are talking about how it seems like this is written by someone who may have not done.
No, I mean, like, you
necessary
can, like, if
research.
you're talking, like, I've been told enough times that if you're talking to, like, all of a sudden, a fight scene again, don't know why, but if you're talking to,
The fuck?
like a deaf person, like, you look at them,
Yeah.
right? That was, of all the things that actually got that right recently of media I consumed, you know what actually got that right was the Dragon Prince, because there's a deaf character in there.
Oh, yeah.
And a character turns their head and she's like, look at me. It's a bit of a power play, but also like, hey, like, don't disrespect me type deal. That's the guy from the first scene. Like,
this dude?
Yeah, it's all the reused stuff, but I don't think it's meant to be the guy from the first scene. I think it's just they have like 6 character models, right? So I'm just always beating them up.
Oh, here we go. The fuck?
And now we get into poorly handled, like, everything, right?
Yeah,
and I get what they want to do with that
Right.
juxtaposition, like, as like somebody who would write a script of like,
Sure.
we go from beating up the guys to the memory of this thing or whatever. But it's like,
Yeah, you can almost like see the script now, like the blood flies in the air, cut to, like match cut, blood on the
Right,
wood
like-
floor. We see so and so.
it is his childhood. His father
Yeah.
is, you know, like, right? I don't understand this thing. Even like
this is
like
so
that was
weird.
like, so that was the angle of like when I first wrote it. It was like I haven't finished it and I don't understand it. I have finished it now, and I don't understand it still.
Even after having seen it all the way through.
And to my understanding, they're actually going to add some sort of patch that will eventually bring back in the dialogue for people on like a second playthrough or something.
See, Moosey says, how is this not a David Cage game?
That's our old friend Eric
Yeah.
Van Allen.
What up, Eric? That's wild. It does feel like some David Cage ass.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, for as much as I rail on David Cage and I hate how he handles like writing women or whatever,
Yeah.
every now and then, like, he'll make a scene that's like a good scene.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
and
word.
it totally fucks me up. Like, the opening of Fahrenheit is a phenomenally good opening to a game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how am I supposed to stop this guy.
Just push him into train tracks. Just punch him. Just quick jabs. Quick jabs.
Fucker.
Quick jabs. Is there like a dodge button? Oh, that's good. Damn.
I think I pretty much got him.
Oh.
Right, like, so every now and then, like, there's a reason I think the lizard scene in is he still there?
back?
Oh god. There's a
outta
reason
here.
why I think something like the lizard scene works in Heavy Rain. There's a reason why occasionally I still think Heavy Rain has like good moments.
Right.
And every now and then where I'm like, oh, David Cage can do like moments. David Cage is a dude who needs somebody else writing a script, and he needs like 4 people around him to tell him no. If he had those things, I think he could make better games.
Sure.
But then again, I think a lot of people need people around them to tell them no, including probably, even though, because Moobot might talk about it with my reminders that I need to get rid of, even like Hideo Kojima or somebody. Like, I think a lot of people who get to do a bunch of shit are also like, they probably need a couple people around them to tell them no.
Yeah, I remember seeing the trailer for this the first time and being like,
Because it was
what?
like, well, it didn't explain jack
Didn't
shit.
explain shit.
It was just like the quiet man. I tell people this vaguely reminds me of The Bouncer in the sense that it is a narrative-focused, kind of fast-paced brawler. But I wrote about that. I mentioned it in my article, and somebody was like, oh, The Bouncer's not good. And we were talking about this before, and the answer is, nah, man, The Bouncer's great.
Bouncer's fucking dope.
Like, I want to play a Sion Barzad all the time. I want to go to Bar Fate.
Yeah, I want to just
I want
be a
Volt-
Final Fantasy character just wrecking people.
I want Volt Kruger to, like, throw me into the air and kick me.
Yeah, I want like perfectly like moosed hair.
The Bouncer is incredibly interesting as something that is both a blatant tech demo and thing where people are experimenting with hardware, and then also something where they were like, well, if it's small, we can mess around with like branching narrative a ton. If you actually want to see a game that does branching narrative and stuff interestingly or much better than you'd expect, The Bouncer. And also a game with some pretty good animations, especially for PS2.
Yeah, word.
That's my pitch on The Bouncer.
Moobot.
Moobot still thinks I'm playing Metal
Quit
Gear.
it, Moobot.
I forgot I turned those on yesterday. But hey, look at that. A link to my Metal Gear retrospective.
You should watch it.
I'm working on Metal Gear 2. We'll finish that either tonight or the next couple days.
Yeah, it's weird how it bounces from.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I don't know why this is not FMV.
Yeah. Why is this like a in-game cutscene?
Like I would. Respect isn't the right word, right? But I would have an easier time with this if it had some sort of internal logic to, like, when a scene is one thing or when it's not another thing, or like,
what the
oh, did we
freeze?
I can just
What? This is so weird, man.
I think we got to go this way. Down the street?
Darn trash cans.
We're just hitting triggers at this point. Might be the next victim of this weird killer.
Yeah, like...
I don't know, right?
This could be, like... I mean, I don't know. You played the whole thing, but... This sort of, like, wants to be the game that you play with people on the couch and you're all watching it together, like,
to be
enthralled
like, what's going on? Or like,
yeah, like, Until Dawn type shit.
Well, no, because, like, I played A Way Out with...
Oh, right.
With Gita this year. And that game is still, like, cliche and weird as heck, right?
Sure.
And I met Joseph Fares. He's super nice, but also, like, that game's not doing maybe as much as some folks think maybe it is. But it's still, like...
Entertaining.
Gita and I played that through a day. We had, like, wine and shit. And then by the end of it, like, her roommates were there, like, watching it to be like, oh, man, what's going to happen to these characters? And, like, we got to a big twist and we were all like, what?
Yeah.
Even though in retrospect we maybe should have seen the twist coming, but like it was clumsy in certain ways but still compelling enough that you would sit and watch. Like I would even maybe sit and watch like a strange playthrough of, like, I streamed through on my personal channel all of Detroit. A terrible game. But still people were engaged on some level. Right?
Yeah.
Here it's just... I don't know. Like, I don't know. I want to play this for, like, way more longer. It's burned my brain into mush. I have to write stuff later. I have to write and try and be smart.
Oh. I don't know what that's like.
But again, also, like... We know the guy who plays this character can at least do broad enough pantomime that, like, I'll sit and watch him.
Sure.
So, like, what's this going on here? Why is it this right now? And again, somebody makes a little bit of a point of oh, no, there he is. Because for a minute, somebody was saying quiet man, whose name we don't know, is like, he's not in the scene, so maybe we could hear the dialogue there. But who knows? Somebody says Until Dawn. That might be one of the perfect, like, like weird narrative kind of like party games and stuff.
I could get down with that.
Until Dawn is wild.
Until Dawn is fun as hell.
There are times where they're like, hey, hold your controller still, and then, like, friggin' scary shit pops out, and if you shiver even a moment, they, like, rip off your head. People die horribly in Until Dawn if you're not careful. Until Dawn is very good.
Chef's kiss, indeed.
Mwah.
Wari Dex says, what is this game?
Man, we don't know.
Is Moobot going to respond?
It's a giant...
Moobot's like, Metal Gear 2.
No. Moobot has very specific commands. Well...
Oh, there it is.
God damn it, Paul.
I called it.
You son of a bitch.
Shout out to Moobot. It's not Metal Gear 2.
If you're on the stream archive or whatever, you can't see this.
Yeah, you can't see this chat, but...
I don't know.
Our bot is
it's telling people that I'm still playing Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, not Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah,
different things.
This is Roblox. This is a expansion to Roblox.
Moobot, yes. Moobot, no. There's that guy from before. I like how I can vaguely still tell who the people are, even though they're like the weirdest, crappy plastic versions of themselves.
Yeah, these guys are twins. The ones like
they're just like grunts. But that's the guy who was all like, "Hey, don't touch my cravat."
Oh yeah.
Bada bing, bada bingo. He looks like a guy who would work at a restaurant that Anthony Bourdain hates.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah. It's like you go to these freaking fancy.
And he's like, "Why do you go here when you could just go there?"
Yeah. Go to the mom and pop
Ah,
restaurant.
I'm Anthony Bourdain. I love you. I miss you, Anthony.
R.I.P. to the god.
Good dude. And now we're in, right?
Yeah, I agree, Dice Game. I need some developer
Yeah, I want a
commentary.
little bit more insight into what's going on. I could I could probably send emails
Yeah,
and just ask some questions. So do you come here often?
yeah. I'm not even gonna front. I've definitely filmed this in like my sophomore year.
Yeah,
of
of
film
course.
school.
You just have it right there and go.
Yeah, you got a 5D. Throw that in the car.
He's talking to her there, right? But we don't get to know what he's saying. But we should know because he knows, and we're like anchored to him.
Yeah, these are long cutscenes.
It's a lot, man.
Lord.
It's a lot. I don't know. People, I don't know. Like I said, if you like this, it's fine.
Sure.
I'm real cagey about it.
Oh.
Oh. Sometimes when we touch. Oh.
Yeah, I agree. Ghost Little says this is right for bad overdubbed dialogue videos.
Right.
I could see that happening.
If we were 7 years back, this would just be like Noah Antweiler, the Spoony one, would have a let's play of this.
God. Oh.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Almost.
Eric says this dude has the same word expression that Michael Cera constantly has in Arrested Development. Yeah, we need like a narrator.
And then we get load screens. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. We got time to keep on playing, keep on going.
Yeah, I'll play this for a little bit.
I'm giving you a little rub on the shoulder there, Paul.
Thank you.
This is on our computer, so we got achievements popping up.
Achievement unlocked. You watched this cutscene.
Club of Moonrise. They've been filming like a ton of
Oh my God, by us?
movies and shit by where
Yeah.
we live right now, Paul.
Yeah, I
At
went,
least, so there was that big thing where they shut down the road and had like old school cars,
like cop cars and cop
and they
vans.
shut down the coffee place.
And there were like people in period gear like rioting or something. And I remember I went to the bodega
Well, you
real quick.
you left out at you went out at night.
I went out mad late to get something from the bodega, and I saw mad people on the street, and I was like, "Am I hallucinating?
No,
Am I seeing
no,
ghosts of
because
Bushwick?"
it was like some sort of wild like period piece with like Vince D'Onofrio or someone.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
He talks like this in Daredevil. Vanessa,
I love this city.
oh, but the people are corrupt, and only I,
more than you have any idea.
I can purge it of its sickness. Vanessa.
He's good. He's really good though.
He's an interesting fellow. He's also a voice in Dishonored 2. He plays Duke Luca Abel,
Okay.
a game that I like. I like Dishonored 2, but I also very controversial. When I reviewed that game, I very controversially beat it in 8 hours, and everybody was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I play games for review. Sometimes I go faster."
Gotta hit the main line.
And then I played it a second time around and like sat and solved puzzles and did all the good stuff. Gonna play a little song for you tonight.
This one goes out. Imagine it's like old dirty bastard. Ding 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 ding. Ooh baby, I like it raw.
Could be.
I would be like, all right, this game's kind of cool.
I mean, this is definitely, you could overdub this with
Oh my God, yeah.
all sorts of stuff. Send your best overdubs
Yeah.
to heather.alexandra at Kotaku.com.
That's a nice piano. That's fancy. Oh my God, you're gonna totally see people like making their own versions of, especially with the share button. You throw that into like iMovie
it's
or whatever
just, like,
you got.
really easy.
Makes this very memeable. We need Chris Person on the case.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to hug you again.
He's like, yeah.
He needs to change his clothing.
Yeah, no, come on, man. You're wearing a hoodie. This is a nice place. Come on. Take the hoodie off, maybe. It's not that cold outside. Come on.
Yeah, I think, like, here's the thing about this game. It's like, I definitely see, like, people putting in work, right? But, you know.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Oh, somebody leans in. That's the quiet man.
That's the quiet man.
That's Chappie.
Yeah, we should dub this, Heather. We should just
no,
go for
man.
it.
I feel like we're all like I've been stumbling all over this game for the last hour.
I mean, we haven't really been playing much.
Have I said a coherent thing about this game?
Yeah, let us know, chat.
Like, I don't know. I was backpedaling on some shit.
Yeah, this isn't his mom, right?
No, I think his mom. Well, I know stuff.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh yeah, this is
Kingdom Hearts?
Well, no, it's the Sapienza level from Hitman.
There you go.
So there he is right there.
Who's this cosplaying motherfucking? Is it Comic-Con in town right now?
You have 1 hour, Batman, before I release all of the gas into Gotham City.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's back. It's the one dude.
It's the Latino gang.
Oh, he like hit him with.
God damn
He
it.
beat him up with a machete. But also like,
He's like,
now look at his jacket.
Holmes.
Now it's not like. No, it's just like this like weird marijuana leaf fucking thing.
No, it was that before too.
Was it that before?
Yeah, I
Because
remember that.
because the thing that I was paying attention to before was just like the sheer amount of leather.
Yeah. Mad leather.
Of just like, man, I have one leather jacket and I wear it like 2 times a year.
Yeah. Although I will say the leather fitted hats are very appropriate.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. It was always the weed coat. I just don't remember the weed.
Man, this is what the fuck, man. This is some. Wow. He's like Steven Seagaling it up.
I don't know. I just laugh when she sits there.
She's just not even moving.
It's very clear. It's very much a prod. Stick with the prod, JC.
Oh no! What did he say? He's like, I'm going back to Comic-Con.
But who could it be?
Oh!
You know what would also be interesting here?
Well, look at that zoom!
If they would let me... There we go. See?
Oh, here we go.
But also, I'm not playing this right now either.
This looks cool. I hate this.
But now I am.
Sis, you had like 2 minutes to get out. For real, she's just sitting there
No,
watching.
she was very much chilling. And then you saw her like, ah,
Yeah.
what?
Gasp. And then the cosplaying dude came by and was like, she's mine.
Ah.
Yeah, the game is basically quiet the whole way through.
It's a very quiet game.
Our stream is not...
Kotaku.com, very quiet game.
Very quiet. You just beating up this dude
I mean, you
over and
mostly
over
can
again.
probably hear me hitting the controller buttons. Yeah. Oh, this is Marijuana Jack again.
Yeah, that's the dude.
Man, he's got bad luck.
Oh, man.
Just run around. It's actually a pretty short game, all things considered. I think you can probably get through it in one sitting if you just like sat down on a Friday night or something.
The only
Although
way-
really on a Friday night, like
Yeah.
go to a bar or something with your friends
Yeah.
first.
Or go watch a movie. There's some good movies out. It's me, Birdman.
Do you like my new Fortnite skin?
Watch me do the swipe it.
I got it after completing numerous challenges.
I have the season
yeah,
pass.
he's gonna swipe it.
Yeah.
Hop back to what you said. Yeah, the swipe.
I'm gonna swipe you down.
Is this like a boss fight? Is this Bubsy?
Oh, damn.
Kicks. This is my go-to strategy for succeeding, by the way.
Yeah. Do it. Oh, we get fancy with it, Heather.
Bespoke
Ooh.
animations. This guy's our villain, and they're not too intimidating at
Do
the
those
moment.
first day karate
I mean,
kicks.
granted, I'm playing on mild and not on hardcore, which, man, hardcore's got to be wild. But I feel like this mystery is going to be solved very quick because I've just completely fucked this dude.
Yeah, I've definitely seen like my
Beat 'em up.
nephews fight like this.
Yeah, well, no. So in my writing, I said like this. Like, look at him go.
Look at
him
him.
go. Did you see that walk? Like, it's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah.
So in my write up, I said like this game plays like if everybody in the bouncer was like super sedated and just could only fight with noodle arms.
right.
Right.
Huh. Oh, that's all it takes.
Nani?
Damn.
No.
Quiet Man is soft. He's a soft man.
I can't give up.
It's Mom.
This is like when Elizabeth shows up in BioShock and is like, Booker, don't. Go. And she shoots him with a
Yeah, he
Like a
whooped your
thing.
ass. Oh, here we go. You can do it. Just be quiet, man.
I am quiet, man.
Quiet man.
Like, dude, I had him. Like, dude, that shuffle, by the way, like, watch it. It's so good. Can I get him to come here again?
Just gonna do this. This is great. Oh, he just teleported. Oh man.
Oh, it's a lot
What?
to deal with.
Nice.
Well, I think some of it is like I want to bait out his attack. Like, this is not.
Yeah, you're trying to make him swing and then hit him at the end of his animation.
Yeah, listen, I've played video games.
Yeah, you know how to video game.
Can I get him to do the shuffle again?
Oh, look, he's
It's
just like
the funniest goddamn thing on the planet for me. God, I can't. He might get me again.
Oh,
The hardest boss fight.
hit you with this sharper image taser.
No! Nani!
Crap battle.
Somebody says, Omae wo moi shindairu.
What's that from?
You're already dead.
Oh.
Fist of the North Star.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Tangerine.
Hey, man. Get those anime references right. So maybe we just beat this guy and that's our endpoint for the stream.
That sounds good.
And we let our discomfort just sort of congregate. The shuffle is like the funniest fucking thing to me.
You might actually see this one, you know.
But I also like it's not consistent. I don't know if there's a block button.
Yeah.
I've played through this game. I don't recall if there's a block button.
Yeah. Spam that shit. Spam that shit.
But then he like just has like
Oh,
a
yeah,
guard
yeah.
break. Like that,
Oh.
that should push him back, but it doesn't. It's the worst. Ah!
Oh, what the hell?
Like I can't grab him. But then
Oh, that was a nice sidestep.
why is this so difficult? It's L2, somebody says. Yeah, she keeps on getting me up. I don't remember this fight sucking so much.
Man, this is fucking weird. This is some Sega CD ass shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I was like, wait, I hear something. I hear something, Heather.
Just mouth sounds.
Oh, God. The quiet man. Oh, whoa.
What?
You listen to the quiet voice. That's what the achievement said. Oh, right in your mouth.
Why is this?
Oh, damn. Wow.
Video game, what?
He's not going to be at Comic-Con tomorrow.
I have poisoned the water supply.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
Why didn't we get this shit before?
I know. What is this?
Is it because I'm doing the L2 shit? Is it because I'm doing this in a second? Oh my god.
Oh, no. That's creepy.
Oh, it's like something out of Silent Hill.
Like PT. Oh, what's up? What's up? Catch his hands. Oh, what has happened? Yo.
Yeah, he teleported all over the place.
Jeez.
Yo, I heard you've been talking shit.
He's like, yeah.
He's like, you didn't hear anything. You're the quiet man.
He's like, man, get this sharper image shit out of my face.
Yo, is he gonna knock off that bird mask?
Oh, okay. That's a strategy.
Ooh, why did he do that? Why would you do that, quiet man? Thank God I was able to rent this van. Yeah, this is a Square-Enix game published by Square-Enix. Surprise! Look at that. These scenes, what? I was dramatically shot. That's done in post. That's not a squib. I'll run after you, or not. We can't right now. Because I think we have to end our stream. I think we got to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's been about an hour.
I'm kind of like baffled. I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
what to
I
think.
was. I don't know. I was playing kind of coy about it.
Sure.
It's unfortunate. It's clumsy. It's weird. In the right hands, it could have been cool.
Totally. Well, that was The Quiet Man.
If you want to know more, I don't know, watch a Let's Play or something.
Or watch this again on the archive later.
Yeah.
But all right. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll
Take
see you
it
around.
easy, friends. Love you all.